I think one of the reasons, why people get addicted to substances is because they don't know who they are without it. That was the case for me. I thought if I quit smoking weed, if I quit going out, if I quit drinking, who would I actually be without it? And a lot of people think sobriety is just about getting sober. Oh, that's it. You get sober and it's finished, but it's actually where it all begins. Sobriety is one of the most eye-opening things I've probably ever had to do, or been blessed to do, not had to do. Because there's different reasons for everyone why we drink and use drugs. Absolutely everyone has their different reasons, whether it's they're insecure and they feel like they need to fill this void, or they feel like they can't be confident and speak to people without the substances, or they just need an escape. Maybe they have past traumas and they feel like they need to escape. There's so many reasons why people actually use, and yeah, a lot of people think, oh, I'm just going to get sober and that's it. But there is so much more what comes up from the surface after you get sober. Look, stopping the alcohol, stopping the drugs is just the first thing. From there, you have to start to understand, why did you use in the first place? Like for me, it probably was a mixture of all them things that I've mentioned. Insecure, didn't want to speak to people, past traumas, didn't know who I was without it. And I don't think it's about thinking, oh, who was I before the substances? Who was I without the substances? It's about creating this new version of yourself. And I think a lot of the reasons why people go back and they relapse is because they haven't shifted their whole identity. It doesn't just come from, okay, I'm done drinking now. What about the friends, the people who you were drinking with? That's an issue straight away. Are you going to tell them you don't drink? Are you still going to go out with them normally and just not drink? I've tried that. It doesn't really work unless you have some serious willpower. Not many people will do that. Then what are your daily habits? What are you going to do with the time? How are you going to fill the time where you would have drank or used drugs? You know, there's so many things what actually come with stopping drinking. You have to understand that to stop substances, it comes from creating a new version of yourself. I don't think you can stay the same person and stop drinking or using drugs. I genuinely don't. For me, that is not the case. It was one of the reasons why I called my coaching Rebirth is because it was a whole rebirth. It was a whole, like, starting a new life. I didn't really stay in contact with pretty much anyone from my past life. I filled the times where I'd go out drinking with the gym or reading or working. Although you'll change as a person, you'll still have personality traits, of course, because you are still wired the same. You'll still have the habits or the personality traits of who you were when you drank. So maybe you're one of them people who goes all or nothing. That's how I was. People would say, oh, just have one beer and go home, but that's not who I was. I either want to have alcohol to the point of at least being severely drunk, if not blackout. And if you're like that as well, then you need to swap the drinking for something else, because you're still going to crave something. So whether it's going to the gym, whether it's reading, maybe neither of them two interest you at all. In that case, you need to find your thing, what can fill that time. Fill that habit or addiction that you had. I'm going to start making more videos. I was making a lot of videos before where I did like PowerPoints and diagrams in the background, and I'm going to start doing at least one of them a week again. I'll probably get one out on Sunday, actually. Sunday morning I'll get it recorded. But yeah, what you can take from this video, it's a short one. I'm tired. I just wanted people to understand that you will have to shift your whole identity to quit drinking. You probably will have to cut out the old friends who negatively influence you to quit drinking. And yeah. But it is possible. I genuinely thought I could be stuck like this forever, but 10 months, almost 11 months now, it's 10.5 months of working on myself religiously every single day. Kind of isolating myself from the world in a way. But I say that, but it's not isolating at all. I still go meet the occasional friend. Still go to the gym. I'm still out in nature. I still speak to my family. Like, I say isolating, but it's really just solitude. I enjoy being at peace on my own in the house. But yeah, I hope that helps. And guys, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. I'm going to have a little read and get an early night. Appreciate you all, guys.